Hello guys, and welcome back to my page. So I have a next tutorial for you guys, but at first this is called the feed in braids. What is the feed in braids? Feed in braids is when time you start off with the client's natural hair, then you gradually add hair until the braid is finished. So right now I'm going to start off with the client's ear, which is the mannequin, guys. Split the ear into three pieces first. And why do we start with the client's natural ear? We start off with the client's natural ear because it gives a more natural look and it does not have the bump at first. So it is like it is invisible, starting off with the client's ear first. But you can also start off with the braid first, but you have to add a little bit of ear. But this is what everyone is used to, using the client's natural hair. So when you are adding ear, you start off with small amount first, and depends on the client's requests. So some client might want thicker braids, some want thinner braids. So add small pieces of hair at the beginning and you gradually let the hair grow bigger. So you add bigger hair at each interval. So when I'm starting off with the braid, at first I use small amount. As you can see, I'm using the index finger to show you where to hold the hair, and I'm cornrowing the hair in small step. So I'm going to add piece more here, guys. Look at where I add the hair over the braid, and then I'm going to use the other ear and flip under the braid. So this technique is the under braid method. So you add the ear on the top and then you corner piece of the ear and then you bring the other ear under. Notice how I'm using the braid again. So I am putting the braid on my index finger, adding the braid over like I'm tying a knot. Look at how I'm doing the braid, guys. Pay attention. So I'm adding the ear under the natural braid because this is what hides the hair and blends the hair inside the braid. So when you're going to the ends of the braid, which is the end part, the back part of the head, you don't have to add more braid unless the ear is thin. Some people want a natural braid look while some want the ends to be fatter going down. So if they want the braid to be fatter, you add more braids. But at this moment we don't need more braids because the client hair is already fat. So as you can see, oh, I am braiding the hair. When you are braiding the ends of the braid, you have to braid it tight. And how do you braid the hair tight? You push up the braid while you are braided with your natural fingers. So guys, look at how I'm braiding the hair, guys. I'm not loosening the braid because when you loose the braid, it will pull out more faster. But if you do not get this first one, no worry, I'm going to do another braid. And don't watch the neatness of the braid because it is a mannequin. A mannequin cannot stay steady. So I'm just showing you guys how I do it on behalf of me. So when you are doing feeding braids, especially when they want style, notice how I do the first braid. I start with small and then it get larger like a triangle. Now that I'm going to do the other braid, the other corner will start above the other ear. So when you're doing feeding braids, always start above the other braid so that when you are cornrowing the ear, it is going to go down on the other braid, meaning that it is going to be closer at the back, meaning that there is no space at the back. It is going to be close braids because you don't want certain braids at the back to be spaced out. You want it to be close as possible. But some people do not like it like that, so if they don't like that, you corner within the row, meaning that you don't corner below the braid and push between the braids. So I'm gonna start off this braid right now. So you take 3 pieces of hair, start off the natural braid, guys. And sometimes you can do the counting method. Well, as soon as you start the braid, count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you add a braid, and then you continue to count to 3, and then you add a braid, count again to 3, and then you add a braid. Each interval you're going to see the braid is going to get bigger, which is the cornrow. Notice the top part of the braid and the index finger. I'm adding the braid over the braid, not under the braid. This is the easiest form of tutorial that a lot of people grab easier. So this is the over braid method, meaning that you add the braid over the ear and under the braid. So guys, if you do not understand what I am talking about, it is easier to separate the braid at first and put the braid on a braid rack, assorting them out from smaller to larger. Yes, you see this part right here, I'm doing the cornrow. I am pushing down the natural cornrow and the other cornrow because I want the closeness of the braids. When you're cornrowing invisible braid, some people don't want any space in the braid. So when you're cornrow the second braid, make sure you push down the cornrow on the other braid to get that closeness. Yes guys. So as you can see, I'm going this cornrow to the back. I'm not adding any hair at this moment because when you add hair, sometimes the braid is bigger than the other braid and you do not want that. Make sure the braid is equal amount. So if you're going to add 5 hair in one cornrow, you add 5 braid in the other cornrow. Don't add 6 in one cornrow, 7 in one cornrow, 8 in one cornrow. It is not going to be the same thickness and same size as the cornrow. So guys, if you do not subscribe as yet, please subscribe to my page because I'm going to add videos every Tuesday and Sunday. Click the notification to personalize or all, meaning that you do not miss any videos. So guys, I want to say thanks to all my subscribers. You know, I'm just starting out YouTube, guys. I'm not perfect, but you know, as YouTubers we start off and then we gradually grow. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand this video and tell a friend. And if you want something else to be added in the next video, you can comment in the comment section.